Hey guys, OG Albina here, bringing you guys another BDSP, I almost said Sword and Shield, BDSP OU Wi-Fi battle. Today we're going up against my good pal, Seth SW087. Definitely check him out in the description below. He makes awesome content. He has the smoothest voice in all of the Pokemon community. So if you want some Poke ASMR, definitely go check him out. We're going to be using the same exact team that we used against Chuckle King in what should be our last video yesterday that did awful. But I really want Machamp to do something good, so we're going to lead with it again, and I'm going to do my damn thing. That's the plan, at least, right now. But if you guys haven't watched that video, maybe don't watch it. But it's a cool team around Focus Sash lead Machamp, which was a very common lead back in, you know, the actual Diamond and Pearl metagame and stuff like that in DPP OU, because there was no team preview, so it was like set in stone designated leads, and Machamp was one of the best leads and my personal favorite. So I saw this team on Pokegame's wall, and I had to give it a go. Again, we got demolished by Calm Mind Latios last time. I'm hoping this isn't Calm Mind Latios. I can deal with, like, offensive Latios, maybe. Not really. The Lati matchup's kind of abysmal. But I can deal with other stuff. You know, we'll see what we can do, at the very least. We're going to lead off with our Focus Sash Machamp, and I'm going to click Dynamic Punch or Knock Off or something, you know. We see a Rotom lead, which is also fine. And this is great, because I don't think he's going to ever want to burn me. And I think I'm just going to knock this thing off, because Gliscor is a very possible possibility to come out. But yeah, we're just going to knock off. I don't think he'll burn me. I think that is the most psychopathic play of all time. So I'm just going to click knock off. And we'll see what he wants to end up doing. He is going to be slower than us, and we knock off that leftovers, which is nice. He's going to Volt Switch out, which is also fine. And now what's going to come in? I kind of wish I Dynamic Punched, but I thought Gliscor might come out. But again, if it didn't, I don't get OHKO'd by it, and I can Ice Punch the next turn. So maybe Dynamic Punch was just over my better play. I kind of got lost in the sauce a little bit. As out comes Gliscor, I'm just going to Ice Punch. I'm clicking the button. We're gonna click Ice Punch. We're gonna do the damn thing. If I'm faster, I'm faster, and I'll take it. So he gets his Toxic Orb activated, but he's still gonna have to try and scout for this, I think. He definitely will not OHKO me. Unless he's like some weird aggro, but he's not aggro. Yeah, he's gonna withdraw, he's gonna scout for it, which is completely fair, to be completely honest. Rotom's gonna come back out. But I think after Ice Punch Chip, this thing's for sure in range of a Dynamic Punch. And that's what I'm going to click next. So, lead Machamp going absolutely buck wild right now. Which I will definitely take. We're going to Dynamic Punch here. As he doesn't really switch around this Pokemon all too well. He realistically doesn't. He has to hard out if he doesn't want to die to this. As he does stay in, Machamp's going to Dynamic Punch and knock out the Rotom. I'm just glad Machamp did something. That's it. This Wi-Fi battle's a W. We lose the game. I'm glad Machamp put on some offensive pressure. I was able to 1v1 and get rid of that Rotom, which is great for us, obviously. I will for sure take that. Latios comes out. I don't like him. I'm going to go hard Empo. I'm going to click us a Yawn. No reason to sack this thing off yet. It is still pretty darn solid. So, no reason to do so yet. And this Pokemon actually gets super annoying for him in general. He could be Thunderbolt, worse but Def. Does he click Thunderbolt Raw right here? I don't think so. This Machamp's been going absolutely crazy right now. But we're going to go Empo. And I'm going to click, awesome. So Draco comes out. Let's see if this is Life Orb or Specs. Usually, they're running, so that's probably Soldew, actually. To be completely honest, that did absolutely nothing. I really wish I could get at my rocks right here. That's Life Orb? Wow. Okay. That's interesting. I did not think that was Life Orb damage. I'll take that any day of the week. I think I'm just gonna Yawn, though. Do I want to Yawn, or do I want to just off an Ice Beam? I think I'm just gonna Ice Beam. Okay, so he stays in and he calms minds. This means that it is time to Yawn. It is time to Yawn. This is Life Orb, Calm Mind, Latios, which, God, can people stop bringing Life Orb or Calm Mind Latios versus me in this team? Freeze. Damn. Okay, so we're just gonna Yawn. That's fine. It would have been better if we Yawn the last turn, but you live and you learn. He's still -1, so, like, he's not going to beat us 1v1. I'm just gonna click this button. I'm gonna click this button right here. this button right here. We'll probably be in an okay spot. He has one more turn to stay awake. And, we'll do the thing. He's gonna call Mind again. That means he's +2, but he's neutral special attack. Which I'll also take. And then from here, I think I'm actually gonna make a pivot out into Gliscor. Because I like to keep this thing healthy. It's almost back at full, which is something else I'll definitely take. So I'm going to make the pivot into Gliscor. I'll live a Draco, but I don't think I'll go for that. I think if anything goes for a Psychic, I think he might go for a Roost, something like that. I'd be very surprised if he went for a Surf. That would be absolutely demonic from him. You might go for a Thunderbolt if he has that, if he's like Draco Thunderbolt, but I don't think he is unless he's not Roost. So that'd definitely be interesting too. But we're going to get our Toxic... Oh, let's go! Oh, that's big. That is so big. Because now, we just click of the U-turn. Now, I could get up my rocks here. But I don't think I really need to, right? I would like my rocks, actually. I would like my rocks here, and I don't think he stays in, yeah. So the rocks are going to be super clutch for things like Typhlosion. And then I just U-turn on this thing. I think I'm actually going to go hard into Azumarill, and I'm going to click Waterfall. Doesn't get Liquidation this gen, unfortunately. But, gonna click Waterfall. I'm gonna do a thing. I'm gonna click at the button. This thing might be Defog on this team. So that would honestly make sense. I don't think a +2 EQ would knock out my Azu from full either. So I actually feel pretty comfortable doing that as well. Let's go. Right out into Azumarill. If he wants to defog here, that's fine. Sword Stand. Oh, shit. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Poison Heal's gonna pop. I don't think we die to a +2 Gliscor. Especially because he seems to be pretty slow because we outsped him, or it's a speed tie. Earthquake, Azu Chew. Let's go, Azu. We're gonna Waterfall, and this should knock it out. We're Choice Banded. It does not. But I don't think we can afford to let this thing roost. I might just raw lose the game if we allow that to happen. But I'd also really like to keep Aqua Jet. So what I could do is I could sack off Machamp. And I think that's in my best interest. I think that's in my best interest. I don't think he roosts. I don't think that makes any sense. He's going to Ice Fang. I'll take that. Just don't freeze me. He doesn't. Clutch. And we're just going to drop a big Ice Punch. We're going to drop a big Ice Punch. We're not going to let this thing roost all over us. And we'll see what we can do. The Lottie has not burned any turns to sleep, which is another thing to keep in mind. We also have to keep in mind there is something asleep, so we can't put anything else to sleep as long as that Lottie is asleep. But we're just going to click Ice Punch. As there's not much for this Pokemon. Earthquake. It's fine. And then I probably go into Life Orb Infernape and I click Flamethrower. I think it should kill, right? I really hope it does. We're going to click it, and we're going to hope it kills. We're going to click Life Orb Flamethrower. And see what we can do. So Flamethrower's going to pop. This should knock out this thing. Should. As it does go down. Perfect. Okay, head count games are absolutely fire. Okay, so we're able to knock it out with a fire move. And what comes out here? You gonna go Torkoal? Let me Flamethrower you? Torkoal comes out. Low-key, I'm gonna Nasty Plot, man. Low-key, I want a Nasty Plot really bad. I don't have a way of blocking this spin, which is pretty unfortunate. So I think I'm gonna Nasty Plot. because I'm able to put on an insane amount of pressure here by nasty plotting. Stealth rock. Whoa! Let's go! So my rocks stay up. That's big. Flamethrower's gonna knock this thing out. You cannot convince me otherwise. Goodbye, Torkel. I will see you later, my friend. Ludwig 7 to you. Good night. Woohoo, baby! Is that the game? Is that the game? It might be. It might be. I will be honest with you. It might be. Actually, I don't really have great ways of beating down Scizor. So actually might not be. We'll see. Might not be. I actually kind of have to keep this around for Scizor. We'll see. Ooh. That's a little scary. That's a little scary. We'll see though. Typhlosion comes out. It's gonna have to take those Stealth Rockarooskies. Now, I think I need this Pokemon, unfortunately. And I think I can afford going Dragonite. I don't think I'll die to one move from it. I think this thing is Scarf, too. We have not seen a Scarfer up to this point. I think it has to be Scarf on this team. So I should live one hit. And it's not going to be able to Eruption either. And I can E-Speed. I can just click E-Speed, and I need to keep that Pokemon around. I like really need to keep that Pokemon around. Really need to keep it around. Because if this goes down, I think I lose to Scizor. Because we're not Fire Move Dragonite. It seems pretty Scizor weak, I will not lie to you. So it's gonna Flamethrower. That definitely will not kill us, just don't burn me. And all I'm gonna do is click Extreme Speed. Tip this dude down. Chip him down a little bit. When E-Speed, we're able to do a lot of damage, bring him down just within range of rocks. Just before it's in range of rocks, unfortunately. Oh, and we live? Let's go. And we're just gonna E-Speed again. We knock it out. Now Scizor can come out. Again. Which is not good. But we'll see what we can do. I think I might have to go hard Infernape. If that's the case. In case it is Swords Dance. Oh, God. I don't want to lose to it. We'll see what we can do. I don't want to lose to it. Oh, no. Here it comes. Okay. We might lose to Scizor. Regardless, this has been a really fun game. And Lead Machamp went crazy. Do I have to go hard into it? If it's SD, I feel like I have to. I cannot let this thing SD 2 times. If it SDs twice, I think I lose. So I think I have to go Infernape and hope I live a +2 hit. Which I should from 103. U-turn. Shit. Okay. That's fine. Okay. So Latios has to come out here. I think what I do here is I always sack Dragonite to the rocks. And then I go Gliscor. And then I click U-turn. That is quite literally my only play. So hopefully he stays asleep. That's best case scenario if that ends up happening. And I would like him to stay asleep next turn. However, if he doesn't, I think it's okay because I think I do live a hit and I get a free U-turn into my Empoleon, which is great. Go away, son. Okay. We're gonna U-turn. He is gonna be able to recover. That does really, really suck. And I believe right here, what I do is I go Empo and I think I Ice Beam. I think I Ice Beam because I have to cover him going Scizor and trying to fodder it off for sleep. And if I Ice Beam, I at least avoid that, and I can Scald the Scizor the next turn. At the absolute very least. So he's Thunderbolt, Draco Meteor. Wow, okay. So we're just going to Ice Beam this thing. He just stays in, he clicks Thunderbolt, survive. Is he going to go down here? He does go down here. Okay. Now the Scizor is going to come out. And what I need to do is I need to yawn it. I think yawning it is my safest play. Because if he goes to sleep, I'm in an okay position. If he knocks me out with like a Brick Break or something like that, I'm also in an okay position. I just need him to... And especially if he doesn't Swords Dance here, I'm in an even better position. Because I'm just going to yawn and then probably go hard Infernape. Because I should live a hit after rocks. Bullet Punch. Actually, maybe Azu is my play. To get that free switch. I think it might be a choke to go hard Infernape. Because I'll die to rocks plus Bullet Punch. Potentially on Infernape. And same thing with Azu. But if Azu dies, it's okay because I get a free switch into Scizor. So just knock me out, please. Let's go. And that's game. We win. Okay, cool. That was a very close end game. I'm glad we were able to put in some work with Nasty Plot and Infernape. And especially lead Machamp putting in the utmost. Really opening up the game for other breakers and, you know, stuff like that. We just go hard Infernape. And then we're able to flamethrow this thing down. That was definitely a very, very close game, though. Very GG to Seth. I had a lot of fun. I hope he did as well. His team was definitely really cool. That Latios was terrifying. I'm glad we could beat a Lottie. We beat the better Lottie, in fact, which is pretty funny. But yeah, we're just going to Flamethrower. We're going to knock out the Scizor. And that is going to be the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like. And if you are new here, be sure to drop a sub. I would really appreciate it. We're pushing towards 600 at the time we're recording this. We're about 14 away. So if you want to help me out, I would really appreciate it. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching again. See you guys next time. Later.